episode from Wheels by the Ocean. This time we are fitting a roof rack from Tuff Fab onto this GWM cannon. This is one of my best mates, GWM cannon, and that Tuff Fab roof rack is going to look bloody mint up there. So let's get started. Ava and I are going to head down and pick up the other cannon off Clinny, and let's get this roof rack installed. Clinny's just removing his crappy old pieces of crap roof rack. What a piece of crap. How you going, Clint?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. So?
Good, mate. We're getting rid of, what brand's that? 4x4 Tuff.
Yeah.
We're taking that one off. Look at it. It's terrible. Look how loose it sits on there. Anyway, we're going to put something special on here. It's going to sit a bit lower too, so it won't look so ugly as well. I think you're going to get a lot more respect now, Clint. Because I always get asked how much things cost. Let's just go straight to the website. Hopefully you can see that all right. There it is. Tuff Fab. The GWM cannon. It's called the Uncia. 2019 onwards. Yep, $12.59. Right, it's on sale at the moment. $1,259 roonies. And there's some information. But you can find all that on their website, okay? So like, feel free. You can ask me if you want, but I'll probably just direct you to their website. Let's get it out of here. The box did get a bit destroyed by the freight companies, as it happens. But anyway, I hope everything is all good inside. Alrighty, inside the box, we've got probably all your fitting stuff, maybe some racks, some metal, some more racks. Oh, it's going to be fun to put together. There's not too many pieces though. Inside the kit, they gave me a pair of gloves. Pair of gloves. That's mad. Got some trim tools. I don't even have these trim tools, so that's that's handy. Oh, they gave you silicone already. I just made sure I had some silicone. Anyway, you got some silicone to silicone up the holes. Some rubber, some little screws and clips, the spacer kit for fitting it onto the roof, Loctite, torque spit Allen key. Bro, what is going on here? And like heaps of bolts here, all powder coated too. What? Mate, that's awesome. And is this the fitting instructions, you reckon? Look, that's the fitting instructions. Yeah, all right, yeah, that's fine. There's three steps, mate. Easy as that, 3 steps, and on it goes. All right, there's all the packaging, yeah? And here's all the pieces. Not one scratch on any of the powder coating. I've just unpacked every single thing. It was individually wrapped, so that was really good to see. That was pretty impressive. Better get these old roof racks off then, I guess. Like that. I'll just give it a Jimmy. All right, just don't put your other hand on the camera. All right, there's no scratches or dents there. Oops, sorry about that, Clint, when you watch this video back. Put your other hand on top of that and then just lever it off. Obviously I'm holding the camera, so it's a little bit difficult. Anyway, we're gonna undo these couple of 8mm bolts, and that'll just, the roof racks come straight off. It's easier. All right, once you undo those bolts, mate, your roof rack just comes straight off, and then you see it looks a bit like that. These are your side rails, yeah? They're a nice thick material. They're aluminium. Powder coated aluminium. They're super light. Like, here's my hand at this end, right? I can pick the whole thing up. It's a very light unit. I like that about it. And being aluminium, I guess we're not going to have any rust issues in that with that. So first things first, these sidebars, we're going to mount those up onto the roof using our little fitting kit for it. So you've got some spacers, the washers, spring washers. They've supplied new bolts to go into the roof as well, which I'll add some silicone sealant into those holes just to make sure we're not going to get any water inside. Possibly around that as well, just to make sure we don't get any water inside the car. And then just some little pretty things that make the gap that's up on your roof here. See that little hole there? Covers that up to make it look prettier. And then these will sit nice and flat on top of those. Happy days. Alright guys, so it goes like this, yeah? There's your big gaping hole. Take your little beautiful plate here, yeah? Put that plate over the top of the hole. Then these slide in there. And then your screws will go down inside that. It looks all nice and neat and nice and pretty. So all I'm doing is just a little dab of silicone in each hole. It's just so where the screw goes in, so we definitely don't get any water in the car. Alright, then we're going to take this piece facing that way and pop it up on top of the little things that we've just installed. See these? Remember I told you about those, yeah? We're going to put this unit up on top of those, and then I'm going to put these screws in it. So you're just going to take my word for it, because there's no way I can do that and hold the camera at the same time, and I don't have a tripod and I don't have any friends. And there you have it, one side's on. You can see there, so these screws here, make sure you don't do them like, you know, finger tight, so you can still move the whole unit, because we're going to have to move when we put the crossbars attached into it. That shark fin, concern, I just hope that the rear bar that goes across here just doesn't go anywhere near that shark fin. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess. Alright, there we go, the other side is on as well. So it should be looking something like this now. We're going to start putting those crossbars across, which is what we're going to be using the Loctite for as well. So let's come back down. So all these ones here have got screw holes in the side. Whoa, see, I almost dropped it. Screw holes in the side there. I'm dealing with a lot of wind too, so all my stuff keeps blowing away. And then you've got all of these Torx bit screws. Put a bit of Loctite on them. We're going to tighten it. Oh, I think we'll do everything hand tight first. See how it all fits. I've also got in here, in this bag here, we've got a weather strip. Okay, so that's going to sit across the front of this unit here. So I guess it's going to sit on the actual roof of the car, so it doesn't scratch the actual roof. So we're going to fit that up shortly as well. So that's where the strip's just going to push onto that, and it just clamps on you. I'll show you when it's done. All right, there you go. That's your front wind deflector, all fitted up with its little weather strip, which has got some nice cushion on the other side so it doesn't damage your car. But they give you the perfect amount, fits it perfectly. Now I'm just going to sit down for a little bit and see all these screws. I'm going to put a spring washer and a washer and sit it to the side so it's ready to go. We're going to start bolting those rails. Oh, that took forever. On this front plate here, this is one of the crossbars. This is the way I'm going to face them, because if we want to put any bolts or whatever through that to like attach max tracks or anything else to the roof, you want to be able to access these gaps here, so that's what they're for. But on that front plate, we're going to flip it that way. Then we're going to use the slide-in screws they supply, which is in this little bag, which is this here. These are little screws. They're going to slide into that plate. Then I'm going to screw them in and make that nice and solid on there. And then that one actually fits here up on the front, which is on angled bars, and gives you that flap at the front. So I'm going to put that on first. So you're just taking these little pieces here in there, and then just slide them up, and we'll try to match them up to where they're going to go on there and screw it all together. One thing I've realised is that there doesn't actually go up the side because we'll hit on that. So I'll just cut that nice and flush down here on both ends. So don't put that all the way on, which you probably already have, so sorry about that. I reckon the coolest thing about this rack is just being able to fit it yourself. So you don't need two people to lift anything really. Like, it would be handy to have a second person, but like these bars are all so light that you can just sort of pick them up from one side and then put it over there. And then we're going to, so these little slots here is where the screws go. So that's how you know how many bars you got to put across. See that back one? I've just put the crossbar on that, hand tight. So I'm going to throw all those on, and then we'll put a bit of Loctite on the screws and tighten it all up. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go around Loctite and tighten all the side bolts. So to bring it all decentralized, we're going to tighten all the side bolts first. Then we're going to make sure the rack is sitting nice and centered on these mounts here, where I've left them loose so I can still slide the whole unit left or right and make sure it's all good. Then that's when I'm going to tighten these ones up last. But I'm going to start putting some Loctite and tighten all those bolts up. There you go, guys. Rack done. Have a look. Let's do a walk around so you can see what yours is supposed to look like when you're finished. Yeah, looks nice, looks good from the back. The little shark fin, let's show you the shark fin. Yeah, it's designed so the shark fin is completely missed, so we don't have to shave that down or anything like that, so it fits all good. There you go. I've adjusted this panel here so it sits just up off the roof, like up by a millimetre. Yeah, oh, it's just touching there in the middle. But I made sure that I guess I didn't want that to like sit in with pressure on the roof, because over time it's going to rub the paintwork off. So it's barely touching. But anyway, it's a wind deflector, and that's what it's supposed to do. So I guess there'd be no wind noise with this one, yeah? Hello, Clint.
Hello.
Are you super happy, mate?
I am.
Yeah. You got to clean those fingerprints off it.
What?
It looks sexy, yeah?
Yeah, it looks nice.
There you go. Tuff Fab. Enjoy.
Sweet.
Alright, see you later, Clint.
Yeah.
That installation took me about 1.5 hours, and I was, I don't know, taking my time a little bit. I didn't have a good installation video to watch like this, but if you watch this before you install yours, I reckon you'd knock this over in an hour, and you could be cracking a beer or keeping the missus happy by not taking too long to install parts on your car, like I'm always bloody doing. There it is. There's a few fingerprints still on it. Clint, he can clean those off himself. I'm doing him a solid here, installing that. But anyway, there you go. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next install or review or whatever the hell I'm doing. Or hopefully a trip. Hopefully we've got the caravan going away. Anyway, there you are. See you later.